Hey guys, welcome to KONIG Live at 2 p.m. We're here every Wednesday. Wanted to get you guys to start filtering in. Any questions or comments you have, put them down below. Wanted to kind of go over what we have planned this week.
Well, first, introduce yourself. Who are you?
I'm sorry, Nick from KONIG's here. First time doing it on my own, doing the live Q&A, so just bear with me. We'll get you guys all sorted out. But that being said, we have a really cool podcast coming up. That one is with Jimmy Broadbent. If you guys don't know who Jimmy is a very well-known YouTuber.
The man.
Yeah, he's the man. We had a great experience with him. Actually, that was probably one of the most fun that we've had in a podcast. Just sitting down talking with him. He's a really big online sim racer that is now transitioning into the actual racing world. So it was really good to talk to somebody and kind of see that progression and talk more about the car side of him. And like most of the time we're talking about what he's into in the video game world. This time we were able to talk to him about what it's like in the real world and what he's doing in real life. And then we have a new series starting on Friday, which is our engine anatomy videos. We're starting with the 2JZ, so come check that out on Friday.
Good engine to start with, I think. Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, right. What's the next one, probably? 2JZ, then
I
you
think
gotta
we're doing
do
SR20 next.
SR20, okay.
Yeah, I think SR20 is actually
RV?
next.
No.
We will probably get to an RV. We're holding off on that a little bit.
What about K-Series? I want a K24.
So let's be honest. K-Series is going to be one of those ones that it's going to take a lot of time because there's so many little idiosyncrasies and those Honda guys, man. If I get one thing wrong, I'm never going to hear the end of it.
That's a good point.
So that one we got to be very, very careful.
Nick, you got any hyperspec updates? People are asking about hyperspec.
Sorry guys, we're trying to get them out to you. They're going to start rolling in. I think actually we have a couple in May.
Show it off for me.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
There it is.
Let's show off one.
Nice.
We're going to drop it again?
Oh, you don't have to. Just leave it up there.
Yeah.
Do the Vanna White. There you go.
So
it's a nice
as of right now, it is still looking at early May. The problem is as they're rolling in, the most common sizes are going to be the ones that come in first. As we've said in previous podcasts, please, please, please get on the back order list. Those wheels are selling extremely fast. We do not want them to come in and you guys say, hey, I was told they're coming in, they get here and they're gone already. So just keep that in mind, please.
Can they order now?
Yeah,
okay.
Any of our dealers that are selling should have a back order system set up. You can check with Tire Rack, Fitment Industries, Martini Works, all the big guys. They have all of our wheels covered.
Weapon Weepen EK says, release the 2025 wheel lineup, please.
Oh, we're trying. Trust me, if we could have had him here 2 months ago, we would have.
If you could give like just a target date, what would it be?
To be honest, I stick to the middle of May just to be on the cautious
that's not
side.
bad. Okay.
I don't want to promise too much because there's so much going on in the world right now, especially with things moving around.
I want those on the Civic.
These are
Come
perfect.
on.
But with everything going on, we're just going to continue to shoot for the middle of May and just bear with us. Any changes, we will update you guys. You will see it on social media as things change.
Weapon EK asks hyperspec 4 and 100.
Yeah, oh yeah. We have a bunch of them. I believe we have 17s, 15s, and I think the 15s go to 15.8.
Putting them on my EK too.
Yeah,
Let's go.
100%.
Hyperspecs on the EK. We got Oranstagram waiting for my hyperspecs.
Everyone is.
Boom.
That is the name.
They're coming though. They're coming.
They are.
CTM Knuckles. Do y'all have any 15-inch wheels with a 5 and 105 bolt pattern?
5x105 doubt.
Ooh, that's a Chevy.
I'm gonna guess, yeah, Chevy Cobalt, Chevy Cruise,
Gotta
right?
do one of our dual drill mainline wheels, nothing in flow form stuff.
So, yeah, what Dowd is telling me over the back there is that you're gonna be looking into the mainline wheels, looking for one of the dual drill patterns. The problem is, most of our flow form are more specific than that. We don't really get into that pattern.
105 in flow form.
Guy says, forget about it, cuz. No, he actually says, release the hyperspecs, cuz.
Yeah, no, trust me, we could.
We got Scooby snacking. Has there ever been a 3-piece Koenig wheel like a vintage set or face?
They were all one piece, right?
There was 2-piece.
Back in the
Oh,
day,
well,
there was
way back?
a few 2-piece.
Get over here.
And 3 pieces.
Oh, you're
I know
good,
you want to
Jack.
join us. You
The
want to
problem
join.
is, as far as my knowledge, I start to get a little fuzzy after like 2010. I'm still learning a lot of the older stuff, so bear with me on that. I know a lot of the flow form stuff more so because that's what we deal in.
Hi guys, I'm here.
Hey, that's
And I have a mic.
and he has a mic.
And I have a mic.
WRX Smurf, what's the name of the bottom wheel with the wheel cover? That's definitely Mark 1.
It's the
Definitely
Mark
Mark
1,
one.
baby.
That's the-
The aero cover.
it's-
Very, very
You just put
nice.
your Mark 1s back on the car,
I did
right?
just put mine on
Oh,
the back
yeah.
on the car. And I'm loving every second.
You gonna do aero covers on both?
I think I'm gonna just do
Or
I
four
might
aero
I might
covers?
do all 4. I might switch it up this year and
That's
do
a
all
good
4,
look.
but
That's
I
a
don't
good
know anymore, man. I'm just waiting for the hyper specs. Just like you guys.
Just like everyone else.
Just like everyone else. Can you see both of us in here?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Dil Marudi asks, hello, I'm from Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan.
That's sick.
That's
I
awesome.
have Konig rims on my BMW E30 in Uzbekistan, and I really like them.
I love
Awesome.
it. Great. Send us some
Some
photos.
pictures. Yeah, I was gonna say,
wanna
can
see
you
it.
send us some
awesome.
pictures?
That's awesome, man. Big ups to Uzbekistan. We Weapon EK. I'll wait for my hyperspecs. They're super worth it. Worth the wait.
Well, we appreciate that.
100%
Thank
agree.
you.
We're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm there. I'm waiting right next to you, bro.
We're all alive.
CLT Brian says, "What's up, guys?"
What's
What's
up?
up, Ryan?
We got what's the weight on the 15.8 hyperspec?
I just don't know it. It's gonna be on the lower side.
Repeat the question because I don't know if they can hear me.
The what on the
Whenever
weight
I
of
ask
the
a question,
15-inch
well, yeah.
hyper specs, it's gonna be depending on the width, but I would say it's gonna be comparable to our Ultragram weights.
CTM Knuckles about the 5 and 105 says Chevy Sonic.
Yep. Figured it was a Sonic. Yeah, you're gonna want to look into one of our mainline wheels. Unfortunately, it is gonna be a dual drill, no flow form options, because unfortunately that 5x105 is such an obsolete bolt pattern, and I hate to say that like that, but it's just Chevy's like the only ones that are using it.
Oh, Renstagram asks, may I know the spec of the hyperspec behind you?
This is 1810 and a half. This is gonna be the B profile. You have your anthracite with your machine lift.
Ooh, yeah, looks good.
Very nice.
Very nice.
We got someone asking, is that hyperspec concave?
This
Yes.
one is, yes. This is gonna be your B profile.
We got Jesse Ekanike saying,
Ekanike.
what's up, Jesse, by the way? He
What's up?
says he's the guy that has the Eclipse, the 2G that we filmed at Lime Rock last year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's the man.
Clean car.
He goes, 100%, I'm on that hyperspec. I need the hyperspecs in 18, 10 and a half.
You're just gonna have to bear with us and hang out, hang tight, you know? We're getting them though.
JX Chris says, hey, what's up, guys?
What's going on, my man?
Raphael says, Mark won the world. Yeah. Scooby Snackin' Mark 1s are fire, though.
Love it.
It's Josh Cars, waiting for hyperspecs to come out, running my winter setup still.
I just took off my winters, but yeah, I'm in the same boat. We're all
We're all
waiting for them.
Mac98 says, 15-inch hypergram on my Miata. Will they fit a big brake kit, 280 millimeters?
You will have to send us a PDF of the brake, but we can take a look into that for you and get you an accurate answer on that. It'd probably take give us 24 hours after you send it for us to get a response back to you, but we will confirm if it clears or not. But just get the PDF from the manufacturer, or if it's like a makeshift kit, or pieced up kit, just we can send you a template so that you can get us measurements.
It's Josh Cars says, is the launch date for hyperspec any different, or is it still end of April?
It did get pushed back a little bit. We're probably going to be looking, it really depends on the specs, but we're probably going to be looking beginning of June sometime
Ooh.
before we start to see some of them.
I was saying May, so you're pushing it back even
unfortunately, I'd rather shoot
Yeah.
further and get them sooner than tell you guys
That's
it's going to
good.
be sooner, it's something I don't want to lie to anybody. We're probably going to be looking beginning of June.
Bro, I pre-ordered a camera. It took a year
Yeah.
for them to offer me the order.
It's ridiculous.
Not saying we're going to do that.
No.
Certain vendors are going to be doing pre-orders on them if you guys did want to get your orders in. So
I think
that
they
you-
already are.
Yeah,
There are some back orders.
I
going
know
in. There's a lot of
plenty
them.
of people are doing it now. So again, you guys can jump in on the orders to make sure that a set is on hold for you when they do come in.
Jay Zilla Track Day is saying, what's your favorite wheel on a GT86? Ooh.
You wanna know
Ultragram.
something?
Ultragram.
I was just gonna say the Ultragram specs that we have for it's
On the bottom, yeah.
you can't go wrong.
Yeah, those
that
look
probably
great
would be
too.
my go-to on your car.
Yeah, look at what Alex Martini did
Yeah.
on his GR86. I know you asked GT86, but
Yeah.
CTM Knuckles, I was thinking about getting 5 and 4.5 adapters for the 5 and 105s.
The one problem, I can't recommend an adapter. This would be up to you to make sure that you're doing it correctly. Again, it's just little modifications.
How come? Why not?
It's gonna push out the wheel, all depending on how big the adapter is, it's gonna push out the wheel even further. So regardless if you have, say you order an ET40 and you go and put it on an adapter, it could make it an ET25 to 30, all depending on how big it is. So again, it's just one of those things, you just wanna make sure you're doing it appropriate and correctly, versus just slapping something on. But you also wanna make sure on that, however big the spacer is or adapter is, it's gonna push out that wheel that much further.
Blueberry says, hey guys.
What's up, bro?
What's up, Blueberry? JX Chris says, is it possible to order any wheels unfinished so that we could paint them ourselves?
Unfortunately not, no. They all get done mass painted, so we wouldn't be able to do that.
Nathan Bartley in the house saying, what
What's up, my boy?
It's Josh Carr saying, would it be possible to get an 18.9.5 plus 38 or plus 45 made on the hyperspecs? Pretty common spec for Civics.
Unfortunately, no. Anything that we aren't able to do custom specs on any of the full form wheels. You will need to. You could take a look at the website. That'll have all of the specs that they're going to come in. I know it's either going to be, I believe, a 32 or 35 or 42, 43 range for those two offset options.
Nate Bartley asks, any chance at a Mark I style aero disc for the hypergrams?
At the moment, no. We've really.
I would jump on that side.
I know you would.
Oh.
It just comes down to how it fits. It would require a whole new mold. The center cap, it's not gonna. You would have to use a completely different center cap. It would be a lot to make it work. I'm still waiting for someone out there to do it. Kind of get, a 3D printer and just start making stuff. That would be awesome. I'd love to see it. But for us at the moment, the Mark I and the Mark I XRs are going to be the only ones that are going to be aero cover compatible.
Johnny Vixen asks, did I hear Jimmy Broadbent?
Yes, you did. Yes,
Nice.
you heard Jimmy Broadbent.
Let's see. Yeah, he's on the podcast today, right after this.
Right
after
after
this.
this.
Yeah.
Check it out.
JX Chris says, adapters are more for show than for performance, so it depends on that.
Yeah, of course.
Let's see. I'm still pushing for the spinners at SEMA Konig booth.
You want to know something? I say it, history repeats itself. Baggy clothes are back in. If you see Luis's pants, they're like parachutes. So I would not be surprised if you start seeing some spinners back out in the world. I know, again, people have been doing little custom 3D prints and making spinners.
I saw that.
I think that's pretty cool. Again, it's something, man. I'd love to see it, but who knows? I'll never get on board with it. No,
come on.
I don't think. No, imagine my GTI just whipping by with some 20-inch spinners on there. That would
It'd be like Need for Speed
ridiculous.
Underground.
To be honest, I might do it if it ever
It
comes
would be
back.
perfect.
But yeah.
Max 6 says, your boy on the left with the fresh kicks.
That's gotta be you, because
That's
I
definitely
ain't got fresh kicks, bro. That's all you.
Let's see. We got.
Some Lost and Founds. Not bad, right?
Is that what they're called?
That's
Lost
what
and
they're called,
Found?
the Lost and Founds.
Let's see.
But we don't need to get
I
started
thought
on
when
that
you
shit.
said that, I thought you found them in the Lost and Found.
No, that'd be I wish I did.
Free shoes. Let's see. Do you Guard 64 says, do you guys have an A profile hyperspec to share in this group that we can see?
Not at the moment.
Is that a
No,
hyper?
no,
That
no,
might be.
They're
no?
both, unfortunately, we
sure?
only have two samples, which are the 10.5s. It's not going to. It's not going to protrude out as much as a lot of people are going to think on the A profile, but yeah, unfortunately, I just don't have a sample of it to show you.
CLT Brian says, Max, do you still have photos of me from Hyperspec 3 years ago? I'm looking for more throwback content. I do. Yeah, I probably do. Yeah,
Reach out to Max,
let me
he'll get it
see.
for you.
Yeah, I got you, bro. Oh, Richie VB in the house.
Whoa,
What up,
Richie!
Is that Richard?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
Richie.
Oh, man.
How's that water pump going?
Oh man, that's it. Nathan Bartley says, was gonna try and make aero covers using lug holes for the center cap bolt holes.
Again, I want to see it. I want to see somebody get creative with them. I feel like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Someone's
I know Raphael has been constantly thinking about it because he'll message me when it's like 1 o'clock in the morning here.
he's just sitting there
And he's just
drawing
like,
stuff.
yo,
up.
dude,
Like,
what
"Oh, what about this?
He's like, yo, dude, what do you think about this? And I'm like, I'm ready to go to sleep, but yeah, that looks great.
There's gotta be a way to do it.
There's
gotta
definitely
be
a
a
way.
way.
It's just it's going to take a lot to probably get that to
Right.
work, just based off of the center cap.
It's difficult to do well, probably, as well.
Mhm.
Scooby Snackin', I have a VA WRX on airlift. Have you seen the Mark 1s on one? I'm interested. I need a change from my VSXXs?
I have not, no.
It
What
would
specs
look
do you
good.
look
I
good?
mean,
I haven't seen it.
I think
Would
they're
look-
going to be either an 8.5 at a 32 or a 9.5 at a 40. So I
it
just
would
don't know
look
what
good.
specs you normally run on the car. For
I
you.
think it would. I could see it with the aero covers on. I can't
would
really
look really
picture it
good.
without them.
I've been
I mean,
doing
on
the 2
airlift.
fronts, 2 backs. You know, 2 with that, 2 with.
I will say,
I do dig that.
I haven't
that
seen.
fit.
I haven't seen the Mark ones on a car that looks bad. Every
No,
car,
no,
it
no,
always
no,
looks.
I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
not.
I've
no,
seen
it
it
works
look
well.
bad on any car.
It's Josh Cars. Are we actually looking at June for the hyperspecs to ship out? Realistically,
Realistically, that's what we're hoping to see.
He says, I placed my back order 2 months ago and the launch was supposed to be mid to end of April.
We were hoping for it to be mid to end of April. Just at the moment, unfortunately, just got pushed back. As much as we want to get.
Yeah,
the
if
wheels
you're
out as
seeing
soon
what's
as
going on
possible,
in
so,
China right now and in
it's-
Asia, it's
unfortunately with
difficult.
with the craziness going on in the world right now, that's what really put the delay on it. But we are gonna get them this year for sure.
See, Nelson, NB, I just bought countergrams and they arrived today.
Ooh,
Nice. What finish?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
what
guess
finish?
Hyperchrome.
Oh, I hope. Ooh.
I hope so too. Definitely send us some photos when you get them mounted up.
JX Chris, I have an idea regarding the spinners idea, so I might be willing to share if you all are open to
If
it.
you're sharing them for free, I'm
Yeah.
here. I'm here to listen.
Yeah. Michael, last call for questions, by the way.
Last call. Last
Anyone
call.
more questions? Michael Hafele says, what type of wheel should I put on my 2024 Honda Civic Sport?
2024 Honda Civic Sport.
Well, we did
Hypergrams
just
is
do a
always
whole-
going to be a plus.
Ultragram.
Ultragrams, you have your 18.9.5 at a plus 40. You get that B profile on there, which is awesome. I think,
Gym setup, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
gym setup. I think that looks great on there. Of course, I'm going to say hyper specs are going to look great when
Yep.
you do get them.
We also just did that episode on his car,
Yeah,
the full episode where you could see all wheel fitments
Yep.
and
yeah. So definitely check that out.
check the YouTube out. Let's see, Scooby Snackin says, I think I'm going to do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
I
Do
think
it. Do
he's
it.
the guy with
Connie Cola, do it.
do it. VAWRX on airlift. He
Yeah.
thinks he's going to do it.
I think it's going to
It'll look
great.
good.
It'll look really good.
What spec would you go if you were him?
I mean, you're probably gonna want some tire on there, I'm guessing, especially if you're on if you're on air ride. So I would probably go with the 9.5 out of 40 and keep it more on, your flush fitment and not have anything really cambered.
18?
If you do, yeah, I'd go 18s. If you do want it to poke out a little bit more, you're probably gonna be better off with that 8.5 out of 32.
And this is an airlift guy, by the way, you
Yeah.
guys. So what?
That's why I'm
He can.
deferring to him because I'm all coil
Yeah.
over. He's all
Again,
air.
it really comes down to the exact fitment you're looking for. You want a hard tuck, you want it to sit closer to the fender, you want a bigger tire. So that's another, you have to take that into consideration when you do think about that.
Scooby Sackin says, I appreciate you boys. Thank you for the engagement. It means a lot to us consumers.
Always,
problem, always.
always.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate you more than you guys know.
JX Chris says, thank you.
Of course, anytime, bro.
Brian Rodriguez says, what are the rims on the top all chrome?
That's the
Almost all
Hyperspec?
chrome. Yep,
Not
hyperspec.
all chrome, but it's just reflective. It's the nicest shine.
Got a polished lip.
Yeah, that is the hyperspec.
Yeah, I think
Releasing
gorgeous.
around
gorgeous.
beginning to middle of June.
Anthracite?
Anthracite
Yeah.
with a machine lip.
We got a what's that fire wheel in the middle with the hubcap?
Mark
It kind
Lawrence.
of looks like a hubcap. I'll give you that.
You wanna? I have friends that are like not into cars. They're like, dude, what's these plates on the front of your, on the front of your wheels? I'm like,
good.
you wouldn't understand it.
It's a dinner plate. You wouldn't get it. CN7 and NY. What wheels do you guys think would look great on my 2023 Elantra N? Got some
You want to
options.
know something?
Countergrams look good.
Countergrams are always
Ooh.
that hyperchrome finish really fits well on that car. Anytime I've seen that on there, I know somebody just did ampliforms and bronze on that car as well. That's another solid one.
The one
Hypergrams.
around the corner on the heliograms.
Yeah, heliograms.
Yeah.
We have
Look
the
really
guy
good.
around the corner. He's on heliograms.
You've got the
It's-
guy at the Asian dudes with the Elantra N channel who put hypergrams on, and even
Again, I
safe
feel,
answer,
I
but
feel any
they
of
look
our
great.
full form wheels is just
Yeah,
fits on
very
that car,
fitting.
especially in the 18.8.5, 42, 43 specs. It's perfect.
Also as size. What about size for Elantra N?
That
What
was-
would you
I just said
recommend?
it.
Oh, okay.
18.8.5, 42 to 43, or 19.8.5, 42, 43, whichever one you prefer. If you guys want to look like ballers.
All right, we'll go one more question.
One more,
Two more questions.
two more. Three.
Raphael says hyperspecs will go crazy on the Elantra N.
Yeah,
Yeah, they would.
Definitely
Oh,
would.
yeah, they would. Okay.
like I
Hey-
said, anything I feel
Yeah,
just
the full
always
form
it
wheels
just fits
are
on
very
the car.
fitting for that.
And then Nathan Bartley says, currently building a drift car and genuinely curious what companies such as Konig look for in people when looking to sponsor, apart from just large group followings and social media stuff.
We actually had a YouTube video that tells you exactly what we look for when it comes down to the sponsorships.
We also do a podcast on it,
Yeah, we
too.
have a full podcast, but I would definitely take a look into there because you'll get your notes. You don't want to just send us an email saying like, "Hey, sponsor me." That's the only thing we ask.
We'll even, the video even shows you exactly how to structure your proposal.
Like we give you exactly what we're looking for when it comes down to sponsorship. So I would definitely take a look at one of those videos. That'll give you your best, best information for that.
We got two more. JX Chris says hyperspecs would look sick on any JDM, in my opinion. I
You want to
agree.
know
Five
something?
spokes.
And I think it's going to look sick on every car, whether it's German, American, JDM, KDM, whatever you want. I feel like it's a 5-spoke. It's just
The 5-spoke
KDM.
work. Yeah,
I know. I had to put that together. I was like,
I can't
oh,
leave them out.
wow,
like-
okay. Damn, representation. That's pretty cool.
Try my best,
All right, we got one more. B-Hop DC4 says, thank you from all of us gunners, if you know, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Give him a,
Yep.
there you
all
go. We appreciate you guys.
We always appreciate
We're
you
good.
guys. Thank you guys
Thanks.
for the love.
And then just do a little sign off. Podcast right after this. At
Podcast
3
on at
p.m.
3 o'clock today. Definitely make sure to check that out. Please make sure to like and subscribe as well to the YouTube channel. And of course, you guys are already on the Instagram. So we'll see you guys soon.
Peace out, guys.
Peace.